as well.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here comes 3rd down at 7. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Richardson on 4th down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So they get the flag for pass interference. Big call there on 4th down.
But it's the right call, and as much as I wanted to see them play through incidental contact, he's definitely there too early.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exact.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Alec Pierce, 38 yards. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback, because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because...
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Draw play, it's Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Herbert on third down now. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Hey, Ram. Let's go.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Herbert now. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Their partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Third and long, it's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. Finding room at midfield. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this.
Let's go.
They snap it to Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Pass incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10.
59.
Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. On first down, Richardson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Richardson, shotgun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. That's complete to Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts have got it back to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They fight forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Herbert's this throw taken in by Johnston. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, out back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Herbert. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, but now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Taylor. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. On the counter, it's Taylor. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-starting.
Now Richardson. Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Colts have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. Down the sideline he goes. And finally taken down at the 15. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Crowd right.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, Ram. Hey, go Lion. Let's go. Hey.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talking about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they looked like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Richardson looking to throw it. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Throwing now is Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Now Richardson. That is caught, and he is going to have a Colts 1st down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Richardson to throw off play action. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Richardson to the air on 1st down. They're going right back to Pittman. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during